Hi everyone, I'm Marla Miller from marlamiller.com, offering Critique My Query, a video column that has been featured at the Writer magazine now for quite a while. We have critiqued all kinds of queries here, fiction, nonfiction, so we invite you to send yours. It's pretty simple, just follow the directions below. My email is there, and all you have to do is just cut and paste the query letter into the email. I don't open files. I want to get to this query letter, and I'll tell you why after I read it, but I want to get to it. Okay, here we go. Dear Agent, I'm seeking representation for my 65,000-word memoir, Sing Me a Lullaby. Because you have an interest in memoir, I hope the manuscript is a good match. Sing Me a Lullaby is the first memoir to provide readers a personal look at teenage parenthood. In 1974, while growing up on a dairy farm in rural Maine, I became a single mother at 15. Sing Me a Lullaby is a story of my journey through high school while living alone with my infant daughter, Stephanie. Our story is juxtaposed against my parents' divorce and abandonment of me and my child. My challenges are many. One morning, in my haste to fasten a clean diaper snug around Stephanie's wiggling hips, I pricked her with a diaper pin. She howled. I burst into tears. We wailed together until I heard the school bus honk its horn before rolling on past the house. Stop crying, I scolded myself, swiping away my tears with my fingertips. You didn't mean to do it. I cuddled Stephanie against my chest until her sobs softened into sniffles. My poems and essays have appeared in journals and anthology. The prologue to Sing Me a Lullaby was previously published in Blank Review. I'm adjunct professor of English at Blank College, and I hold an MFA in creative writing from Blank College. I am prepared to send you the completed manuscript and/or proposal. Please be aware that I am submitting multiple submissions. I have enclosed an essay for your reply. Thank you for considering Sing Me a Lullaby. I look forward to hearing from you sincerely. Okay, it's a very short query letter, and we post them, and this is one of the reasons why we do. Sometimes query letters, even though they're the same length or approximately the same length, when you read them out loud, some of them sound like they're never going to end, really, and others just it's like you've just whipped by them, and you started talking and you were done. And that's really how this one impressed me. I think that this is the kind of memoir that certainly will grab your attention, won't it? This is a good example of a memoir that hooks, and it hooks with emotion, and that emotion is in the second paragraph, but it really bleeds through the whole thing. You just want to read the story, don't you? So, a couple of things. By the way, I just wanted to tell you this. I read these once, and then I do it. And when I read it, something was quirky with YouTube, and so I decided, well, I'll go have lunch. So I had lunch, and while I had lunch, I was thinking about this query letter that I had only read once. So when a query letter kind of lingers, it's a good sign. Because if I'm still thinking about it, chances are the agent that she pitches this to might also be thinking about it. That's a good thing. Okay, so that's number one. A couple of things. She said that this is the first memoir, and she says that in the first paragraph. To provide readers with a really up close and personal view of teenage pregnancy. If that's true, I'd really like you to mention that even more. And I think that you can do that by getting rid of the second sentence, because you have interest in memoir. Unless this agent is someone who's repped a memoir that you loved, I don't know that I would put that. It's just kind of a throwaway sentence to me, especially when you can enrich that first paragraph even more by saying, offer a little bit of research or the closest it comes to it or something like that. So I would do that because you're setting them up to want to read more, and you don't disappoint in paragraph 2. You deliver the goods. Okay, the other thing is just watch your verb tense, because you go from present to past. It's a picky, but when a query letter is this good, I resort to pickies. Okay, the other thing I thought about was, I'm curious about Stephanie. Stephanie's now about 38, and this writer is in her early 50s. maybe another little something about Stephanie when Stephanie was in her teenage years or something. You don't have to. I think this is good just the way it is, but if you wanted to add just a bit more dimension to this story, you might want to think about what that would be in the memoir. And I can't believe that no other writer has written a memoir about her teenage motherhood. And if that's true, that's makes this really desirable. But here's the reason why, mostly the reason why it's desirable, in spite of the fact that it's a good topic that I would inhale this kind of memoir. I'm her reader, and I bet a lot of you are too. But the main reason is because it's just written so darn well, isn't it? She tells us in the third paragraph that she's a professional writer, and we believe it. This is just really crafted well. Really crafted well. It's written very, very well. And so I would encourage this writer to please keep me posted, because I would love to know. And I actually have the name of a couple of agents, so if she wants to email me, I'm glad to share them with her. One in particular might really like this. No promises, but again, when I do come across a query letter that really resonates for me, then however I can help the writer, I'm definitely willing to do. Until the next time, be well, keep writing.